Here. Blah, blah, blah. Dust cave. Exhibit. Exhibit. What? Oh, focus not on that one. Recreated entrance. Dust cave. Very pictures. Why aren't there any? It goes on and on, my friends. Thesis. On. Grow up. People get married, have families. I work on this thesis. On. Not bad. I guess I can use this picture for the time being. Yes. Oh, Mr. Hamilton, what have you done? Look at these terrible times you've begun. Suppose I shouldn't continue with my funny accents. A master's thesis. This project will examine micro artifacts from features the archaeological site of Dust Cave, a late Paleo-Indian through Middle Archaic site in the Middle Tennessee Valley. To be done through a combination of micro artifact analysis and experimental archaeology. There's a location. Dust Cave is located at the tip of the arrow that is connecting the words Dust Cave and that little star there. Stretch provided excellent habitat for a large variety of mussels until the Tennessee River was impounded back in I don't remember when. So did the surrounding creeks and streams. Presumably they still do. Streams, springs, and sinks are found throughout the neighboring upland area. Why is that here? Oh, Mr. Hamilton, my Buddha, ask away, rabbit. Ah, I see. This cave is associated with an occupation history spanning approximately 7,000 years. The site conditions allowed for exceptional preservation at many types of features. Included not only the preservation of organic content such as small bones and botanical specimens, but also micromorphological aspects. For example, the features located just gave a giant distinct microlens of azure containing intact calcitic pseudomorphs of plant species. The objectives for this thesis are to provide a more nuanced look at hearth features from Dusty Cave, the subsistence strategy and diet of those who live there, developing a more nuanced typology for features, to explicitly address the use of snails in the diet of pre-contact Native Americans in the Middle Tennessee River Valley. Valley is subject to some debate. In a broader context, this will help to elucidate our understanding of the role of snails in the Paleo-Indian and archaic North American diet. Oh boy. Overall, research will provide clues concerning the subsistence economy in the middle the Tennessee Valley, dating the transitional years between the Pleistocene and the Holocene. Or in all, helping to give insight concerning the cooking methods of early and middle archaic inhabitants, as opposed to simple recounting of what was eaten and when. Previous research has investigated features using a variety of methods. Recent analysis of micro-artifacts from dust decay, the feature fails to even demonstrate the potential for micro-artifact analysis to further clarify Hearth's use of the site and provide a more nuanced understanding of prehistoric cooking technologies and diet. Previous research has investigated features using a variety of methods, including micromorphology and geochemistry, in addition to morphological analysis of feature shape and size. Has yielded a more complex understanding of site activity and discovering value in an integrated approach. Boring. The potential of archaeological features to understand past cultures is understudied, but has demonstrated the potential to add more information to understanding of a site and not artifacts alone. So, what are micro-artifacts? Well, as the name implies, they're small artifacts and have been more specifically defined as those measuring less than 6.35 millimeters, which is the standard quarter-inch mesh screen size, don't you know? People have been doing this for a while now. Back in 1916, for example, there was this Gifford guy. He investigated shell mounds in San Francisco and he separated the artifacts into three size grades: 1 to 2 to 4, and 4 to 12 millimeters. Different types of artifacts are noticed in different abundances depending on the size grade. This indicates that different information is to be found depending on the size of artifact being studied. Cook and Treacon's 1947 recognized potential micro-artifacts to give more detail in the investigation of shell mounds. And then, in 1973, Judith McKellar, an undergraduate at the University of Arizona, observed that smaller materials have a greater tendency to be primary refuse than larger objects, in other words, more likely to remain in the place originally dropped or discarded. This became known as the McKellar hypothesis. It implies once again that micro-artifacts contain different information than their larger ones. But interest in micro-artifacts analysis decreased notably following much experimental and methodological studies from the 70s to the 90s. Fortunately, in the past decade, an attempt has been made to revive the use of micro-artifact analysis and to make it mainstream. So, in more recent history, got people like Johnson et al. In 2016. Identification of activity areas through the analysis of microdebitors from the lithic scatters, what they done. Altman and Schmidt in 2016. Information concerning the function of mounds and construction services, Poverty Point, through types and relative abundance of micro-artifacts. Otto and Harley Burgess in 2018 found that there was information concerning the function of hearth features at Dust Cave that could be seen through microbotanical microbes with again microfaunal analysis. Not sure about that. So, it is a goal of the thesis to give support to that attempt by further showing the importance of micro-artifact analysis. Some notes on snails. And, snails mostly. Thomas and Menino in 2015 found the examination of faunal remains of the 2 mm size grade contributed significantly to the count of the gastropods, patella species gastropods and Photis lineatus in their research suggest. Careful recovery of potentially fragile shell fragments down to at least the 2 mm size fraction for accurate determination of the numbers of identifiable specimens of each species represented. An integrated approach. Dust cave. Amzi and Kaipo in 2006 investigated features at Dust Cave using a variety of methods, including micromorphology, macromorphology, and geochemistry. This integrated approach has yielded a more complex understanding of site activity by proposing more specific uses of Earth features and demonstrating the importance of master resources processing site occupants. Recent works even demonstrate the potential for micro-artifact analysis to further clarify our views of the Dust Cave and strengthen support for the hypothesis that gastropods were indeed a part of the early and middle archaic diet in the Tennessee River Valley. Therefore, it might be clear that much information still appears coming from the future minor artifacts at Dust Cave. I realize I'm mumbling to myself here, but oh well. Okay. Treasure a third, potentially important. A third. What do you mean a third? Oh, Mr. Hamilton, what you done did. A third, potentially important and undervalued. Oh my, I'm tired. Another. Means of interpreting the assemblages is actualistic experimentation designed to replicate hypothesized activities at the site. That's what we're going to do here. This project looks at the micro-artifacts from hypothesized Earth features using data generated from experimentation data and clarification typology. Specifically, 3 types of Earth features will be investigated concerning their potential function in the processing of nuts and snails during the middle archaic habitation Dust Cave. It's a bit choppy, isn't it? So what features are we talking about here? Well, it is hypothesized there's at least 4 distinct hearth types used at Dust Cave. Labeled surface hearths, fireplace breakout features, subsurface pit hearths, and expedient hearths. We will focus on surface hearths, subsurface pit hearths, and expedient hearths. A surface hearth is approximately 1 meter in diameter, extending to a depth of about 15 centimeters. That occasionally lined with rocks, usually containing a significant amount of charcoal and appear to burn at relatively high temperatures. His features have been related to an ethnographically recorded technique in which animals would be placed on racks, impaled on sticks, and exposed to the heat of the fire to cook. I think we'll get rid of this one. It's not useful. I'm not really talking about it. Surface hearths, or expedient hearths, approximately 40 centimeters across, extending to a depth of less than 10 centimeters. Lots of intentionally prepared surfaces made of clay, retaining imprint textiles. found on top of these clay surfaces is where the expedient is found. Combustion temperature appears to be lower than that of surface hearths. Layers of acid charcoal suggests that these features are the remains of cooking technique whereby fish and potentially nuts and mollusks were roasted in hot coals over the clay surfaces. These arts might also be used to poach nuts. However, as a current lack of data on this type of feature, and the exact purpose is not fully understood. Alright, so how am I going to do this? Oh, presentations. Very, so very on and on. If I go in this thing. But I must be productive. See, we've got a big door here. Let's head on back. Let's go back. Right. Let's slide. Slide 2. This project has examined the micro blah 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 blah. Oh, Mr. Halton, what have you done? Slide 3. A map. We all like maps, don't we? Oh, Mr. Hamilton, what you done did? Some people. Oh, yeah. There's only so much. This is slide 5. Slide 6. Still introduction to maps objectives. Oh, I'm tired. Now they've already read the paper. I really have to pretty much just tell them what the paper's better than. But I read it. I just want to put that here. Put objectives at the beginning. Yeah, let's put objectives right up here at the beginning. Just to be crazy. Crazy? All right, this becomes slide 4. Slide 5. Slide 6. Slide 7, more introduction. Did it drive all the way back there? Sleepy well last night. Sleepy well last night. Yeah, I sleep well. But the heat, like the heat got to me or something. I feel it. All right, micro artifact. Slide 9. As demonstrated. Microartifacts, as the name implies, are small artifacts and have been more specifically defined as those measuring less than 6.35 millimeters. Slide 10. Microartifacts analysis. Method. On 16. (1973), Judith McKenna. Interest in microartifact analysis decreased notably. I wonder how much of this I need to go into. Interest in microartifact analysis decreased notably. Slide 12. Interest in microartifact analysis decreased notably following much experimental and methodological studies from the 1970s through the 1990s. Well, in the past decade, an attempt has been made to revive the use of microartifact analysis and to make it mainstream. Johnson et al., 2016. Identification of activity areas through the analysis of microdebitage from a lithic scatter. Workman and Schmidt, 2016. Information concerning the function of mound construction surfaces at Poverty Point through types and relative abundance of microartifacts. Slide 13. In 2015, Thomas and Menino found that examination of faunal remains at the 2 millimeter size grade contributed significantly to the count of the gastropods, Patella species, and Forcus lineatus in their research. Oh boy, oh boy. Slide 15. The empty case. Slide 16. You know what? I'm getting bored. Bored of so many different things. Tired. Oh boy. 138% of your daily value of sugar. Wow. That is rather impressive. 69 grams of sugar in this bottle. I had this and 2 Little Debbie snack cakes for lunch. I suppose I should eat healthier. But this thesis is focused primarily on surface hardness. Surface, fit, and expedient. Surface hardness. Slide 18. I should probably get some water. I wonder if I'm so tired these days because I just don't drink enough water. Speedy and hard. Slide 19. Bit hard. It's hard. Some people call them herd. Surface expedient and pit hard. Surface expedient and pit hard. Slide. Pit hard. Up, up, blah, go home. Odd side, blockering. Nuts and snails and Fantastic. Slide 21. Oops. I'm not sure we're going to do this, but slide. A recent pilot study by Burgess 2018 analyzed microartifacts measuring 2 to 4 millimeters from the 4 feature types listed above. So what she find out? 23, slide 23. Slide 24. Goes on and on. Pit art assemblages are mostly we don't need to know about this. Slide 25. Slide 26. What is this? Slide 27. And then slide 28, we get to the hypothesis. Hypotheses. Slide 29. Research questions, of which there are 4. Boy. What's the best way to do this? Box? Because I can do that. Now a box. Yeah, I could do a box. Quad people like Dalton, bifaces, unifaces, grippers, scrapers, blades, bone tools, awls, hammer tines, and a needle. Perforated raccoon tooth. Perforated raccoon tooth, huh? What have we got here? Research questions. So here's what we want to do, I think. Slide 29. Slide 30. Paleo Indian. Wow. Let's see. Let's not pull that. Not pull any of this. Yeah.